How many of us have them friends? The one you can depend on, friends. How many of us have them friends? I know you're like, what is she singing? Probably before your time. You guys probably don't know anything about that song. But I'm certain that you know what it means to be a friend, right? You know what it means to be in a friendship? Well, let's just talk about being a friend to someone today. Let's talk about friendships. What does it mean to be a friend? The definition says a friend is a person whom one knows and with whom has a bond of mutual affection. I know you heard that key word, affection. I'm not talking about your boyfriend. I'm not talking about a girlfriend. I'm talking about actually being a friend to someone. A friend in my world means someone that you can call to discuss your happy moments. Someone you can call to discuss your sad moments. Someone you know that even when you don't ask for their support, they're right there. I have a friend like that, and we have been friends for 14 years. And I know you guys are like, 14 years? It's an amazing feeling. I mean, we've been through everything you could think of. From middle school to high school to college to adult life. She's been right there every step of the way. A friend doesn't mean you become cordial and become someone's friend just because someone else likes them. A friend means you create your own bond with another individual. A friend means that that person can actually trust you. That person can actually expect you to support them and to receive the same thing in return. A friend can mean for someone to tell you the things that you don't want to hear, but the things that you need to hear. That is a friend. A friend is not telling your secrets to another person. A friend is not downing you when you're at your lowest point. A friend does not leave you behind. A friend is beside you the entire way to the top. For any goals that you have wrote down on your list to accomplish, your friend is going to be right there to support you and cheer you on to say, hey, I watched you start from the bottom to make it to the top. That's what a friend is. My friend of 14 years was there the first time I called myself having a boyfriend, who she also dated. But did we fall apart? Did we not like each other because of that guy? No. Kicked him to the curb. That's a friend. A friendship. Off that day, our bond continued to grow. We went from arguing and not liking each other over a guy to being the best of friends to going on double dates to our senior prom together. We went on dates when we were in college. That meant a lot to me. When you become friends with someone and when you get older and you grow and you get out of high school and you guys go your separate ways into two different cities, that means that you have a friendship and a bond that is so close and so knit tight that nothing, no matter the miles, no matter if you see each other every day, talk to each other every day, you still have a bond. If that means you don't speak to them at least once a week, that's a friend. You cannot speak to them for months at a time. But you can call them and say, hey, I have A, B, C, and D going on, and I need your support. I need you here. And that friend is there, or that friend honestly tells you that they can't make it for a specific reason why, that is a friend. I will never forget my friend of 14 years. We actually went two separate ways for a while. She was in another different city. I was in another different city for college. She ended up getting pregnant and having a daughter. I wasn't quite ready to have kids, and I'm quite sure she wasn't ready at that moment to have kids, but she did. And that little girl became the biggest blessing for our inner circle. And it was just a connection that caused me to want to come home, to want to drive wherever she was, to see her even after high school and the college days actually kind of separated us. But we had a bond. We had a friendship that I knew that I needed to be there for her just as much as she knew she wanted to be there for me with me finishing college. She experienced a lot of things quicker than I did, but she's also older than me as well. Don't tell her I said that. But life was going, and next thing I know, I was graduating from college. And my best friend was getting proposed to. She was becoming a wife. She was already a mother. She was becoming a wife. I was graduating, getting ready to start my career. But in the midst of all of that, she did not miss one single second of my graduation process. The week before I graduated college, my grandmother passed away from cervical cancer. In middle school, right before me and my best friend became really close, she lost her mother. So I wasn't there for her at the moment because we weren't as close as friends. We only knew of each other. But this moment, when my grandmother passed and she knew how much that woman meant to me and how close I held her to my heart and how painful it felt to know that she wouldn't be in the audience the day that I graduated. My best friend was there every single moment. She was there from the time that I called her and told her I had to drive down the highway to get to the hospital. She was there from me having to get my last assignments before graduation, my cap, my gown. She was there. She was there for the funeral. And then she was there a week later and miles away from home in the audience, in the stadium, to watch me graduate college. That moment meant so much to me. I don't think she'll ever know exactly how much that meant to me, but it meant so much. And that's what a friend does. And then we found ourselves in a situation where she was getting married. And I was expecting my first child. I was nervous. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And in some situations, you feel uncomfortable and you don't feel it's the right moment to discuss certain things with your parents. And you just need a listening ear. You need someone to be there to say, hey, I got you. I got your back. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to help you. She was that person. She had already experienced motherhood and giving birth. I hadn't. So she was there every step of the way. She gave me the greatest gender reveal. She gave me the greatest baby shower. And the moment I had my baby, miles away, she was here. That is what you call a friend. I mean, I was sick. I didn't feel good after birth. She was right here. Moments where you feel uncomfortable, you don't feel satisfied and happy with your body and the way you look. She was right there to tell me, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, don't worry, we're going to get through this together. Hey, I have this idea, I seen this will work, that will work. That's what a friend does. A friend doesn't leave you by yourself to figure these things out alone. A friend is there all the way, regardless if they're at the bottom with you to make it to the top. They are there. I had the pleasure of being a part of my best friend's wedding. I thought birth was an amazing moment and probably the most celebrated day that anyone could actually be happy and excited about. But she was quite the bridezilla throughout the whole wedding process. But that moment, as I stood amongst other women watching my best friend walk down the aisle looking amazing and beautiful and starting her journey off as a wife, and her mother wasn't there to witness it, I said to myself, I was placed here at this moment for a reason. Just as she was placed with me for graduation where my grandmother couldn't be. So I'm grateful to have a friend like that, and I'm grateful to be a friend to her in return. It is a lot of things that a lot of young people do not know when it comes to friendships. You have to be able to say, I have treated someone in the manner that I would want someone to treat me in return. So if you go down the hallway and someone is laughing or talking about you, it doesn't always mean it's negative. They may want to be your friend. They may like your outfit. They may like your hair. They may think you're smarter than them. They may want to get some kind of knowledge on math, science, English, history. Something that they don't have, someone else has. And it's not that they want it. They just want you to share that with them and to be there for them and to say, hey, I helped her do this. She helped me do that. He was there for this. He was there for that. That's what being a friend means. And I'm glad and I'm happy and proud to say that I get to share my best friend with you ladies, Shanita Rogers. That is one special individual lady. She will not lead you in the wrong direction. Any advice she gives you is from the heart. She takes everyone in as their own family and friends. And I'm glad to say that she is my best friend. And she has been for 14 years and counting. So, ladies, when the years go by and you're finished with high school and you're off to college and your future careers, I want you to be able to say that you have a friend. It doesn't have to be your best friend, but to say that you have a friend who was there to watch you succeed in every single journey that you will step foot into. Remember, friends, how many of us have them? Friends, the ones you can depend on. Friends,